Okay, so today what I've got is I disassembled two old plasma televisions outside. I didn't bother videoing the me taking them apart, but I did want to go through and show what's inside, what you can expect to find a little bit. One of them had this nice extruded aluminum piece for the stand. I kept it. I will not melt it down or send it to shred or recycle it, but this actually, because of the design of it, I think will be good as a Greebly for the sci-fi community, so I'll set that aside for that. And beyond that, I'll go through. This is the equivalent of the gold board that's on the bottom of the LCDs nowadays. So for each one of these, we have gold fingers on these pieces here, along with this strip of aluminum, which I will try to remove. Let's see how easy that's going to be. Okay, it's ripping apart, but I mean, you can see, you can get these strips off. These strips, again, if you look right there, those look like little gold dots to me. I'm not sure if all the flashing in these strips is gold or not. I'm going to process it as if it's gold and see what we can get out of it. Obviously, some bits of this are going to be easier to get off than others. And parts of it look like they're not going to come off hardly at all. But I'll get all this off of the aluminum here before I do anything else with it. So we've got a bunch of these. Beyond that, on this board, the connections here will all have gold pins in them. This connection's got gold pins in it for the input. It looks like we've got some, I think these are Mylar capacitors and resistors, a few chips along here as well, and that runs all the way along that, along the bottom of the screen. Now the screen itself, where these guys, I just cut these guys off with a knife. Because the other part is bonded between two pieces of glass. I've shown that in the past. There may be gold in between those two pieces of glass, and my intent is to get that, at least that edge where the gold plating may be, and crush that glass down to try and recover the gold from there as well. It's not a lot of gold, but I will try to recover as much as possible. Here we have, this is the center board that was on it, and of course we got some ribbon cables. The ribbon cables will be gold fingered as well, so we'll get all those chopped off here and set aside. This is a processor board of some type. We got a gold corner BGA, flat pack, a couple other chips, and then of course the gold pins from all of these connectors. Backside, another flat pack and another nice little chip there. So we'll get all that off. Okay, this is the panel for our switches on the front of the TV. And as you can tell, I did not disassemble this entirely outside. I just broke it down to its major components. Oh, there's another one on the front here. So that's just a little piece of steel now. This guy's got one more screw here. Okay, how else are you being held in? Remove those screws. There we go. So that's just steel now. That's also just steel. So we got tactile switches here. A little bit of brass here from the nope, that's actually steel on these. Potentially a little bit of gold in here as well. Nothing else really on that board. This one, this will have gold on these fingers in here. Take a look at that. There we go. So we got gold on these fingers here, and this is a HDMI port, I believe, so it'll have a little bit of gold on those fingers. Gold back in here as well. Oh, now I think we're getting into power board type stuff. Actually, this may not be a power board, but we got some nice extruded aluminum heat sinks here. We got MOSFETs all along here and here and here. Then we got chips, and these are, I believe, are surface mount MOSFETs. A couple copper spools, a couple more over here. Potentially some gold plating along these fingers or these pins. Definitely some gold in this one here that I can see. More MOSFETs that are not attached to heat sinks. We got some aluminum capacitors which have no real value. A couple more little copper bearing items. And then backside has nothing to speak of. So, decent little board, but mainly aluminum for that. And I believe this is the second part of that. Which again has more aluminum heat sinks, more MOSFETs, some more coils, more transformers, some chips and whatnot. Got some gold in here for the fingers, potentially some gold along these connectors as well. That's that board. And this is what was actually plugged into this board. I don't know. Oh, these guys are the ones that were plugged into that board, which are more foils, and you can see we got gold on the fingers here on both sides. And this is where, like I said, I don't know, there's no real color difference between these, so I don't know if the flashing under this is gold or not, but I'm definitely going to process it as if it is gold, just because, I mean, I'd hate to waste gold if that's not it. I'd hate to waste gold thinking that it's copper. So I will process all of that. Got a little wire trying to get away from me here that's got more gold gold fingers on the end of it. We'll get all that. These are more of these films that have gold on both sides. This is why I love scrapping out plasma TVs. I will pick up every plasma TV I can just for these foils. There's just so many of them, and all of them will have gold fingers on it and gold plating, and these guys as well. I am not sure what is under these guys. I'm assuming it's a chip. It's been covered in resin. Let's see if we can get at it. at least on one of them. Okay, it's the you know, kind of the film or the some kind of a dielectric or you know, insulating stuff, but it's got a flat pack under here for each of these. So we'll go after all those and get those all removed as well. Potentially some gold bond wires in there. Gold in here as well. Same deal. Get these foils off. And even though it's a smaller one, more foils. And one more here. Okay, now we've definitely got a power board. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nice big transformers on it. We've got a little bit of plate aluminum, a little bit of extruded aluminum, some more copper coils over here, a couple toroids, a couple relays it looks like, so potentially a little bit of silver content, some big massive aluminum capacitors here, MOSFETs in there, MOSFETs there. Let's see, potentially some more mica capacitors, possibly a few ceramic capacitors as well. We got some little daughter boards. That's interesting. This one's got a chip on it. Got some transistors here. These little daughter boards, though, I don't see very much on them for what's there. I mean, this one here in particular, look at all the solder. I guess that's all surface mount items on the back of that, because there's nothing on the front of it. So, interesting, but we'll get it all taken apart. Nothing on the back side. Like I said, just a big power board. Wires. And we got this little board, which has a copper toroid on it. A couple more relays, it looks like. Got a fuse. Got a tactile switch of some type there that we will get into. Potentially some more silver. Grief. You don't want to let go. There it goes. Oh, you're not all the way undone. No steel bracket there. Not much on that board. Well, we got this over here. Can I get... Oh, that's why this is not going to come out yet. I'm probably some deep side. Feels like my thing is... The door lock got closed. I want to say it's 5. I've removed all the screws from this, but these little hex things get in the way. Not a 10, let's go for a 12. Those are a little loose. I don't have an 11 deep socket. There we go. Tools back where they belong. There's two reasons behind putting your tools back. You know, the first one is being able to find it next time you need it, but also the second one is if something's missing, it becomes very obvious very quickly. Steel plate. And this just has some plastic grommets here holding it on the bottom. Okay, so this board, another processor board it looks like. We've got gold corner BGA, a couple more flat packs, gold plating on those pins. We got two HDMI slots, so more gold plating will be in there. A couple more chips and flat packs. Oh, nice big Hitachi gold corner BGA on the back. Another flat pack. More gold pins here. Some more chips. So another good board. And the last board here just has plastic pins holding it down. Okay. This is our input-output board, so not much to speak of here. Essentially some gold pins in here, gold pins in here. These are probably going to be steel since the ones on the front were steel. Yeah, well, these are steel. These may be brass. Oddly enough, they're using two different metals. Nothing on the back side. And this should probably be brass. Yep, that's brass. And then inside this will potentially be a little bit of circuitry as well. So we got little copper coils, ceramic capacitor, and if I take this out, there'll probably be some chips on the back side of this, but they'll just be small chips. So we'll get all this taken apart, broken down, and then the rest of this is just copper wire with gold plated ends on it. Those. That one I'm not going to worry about. Just a tiny bit of copper there. Okay, so that's just steel now. So I'll get all this cleaned up and I'll come back and show you the final haul here. Be back in a moment. Back. So what we wound up getting from this is a small amount of wire and ribbon cables. These have all been trimmed, the ends off, and we'll just go into my bucket over here to go through the granulator. This is our stack of primarily brass connectors. I don't believe that there's any gold in these. Just looking at them very briefly. They will need to go through to get the plastic off of them. These are the ends of the ribbon cables with the gold foils on them, gold fingers. trimmed all those off, and there was probably about 8 or 10 of those. So we will put those in here to go through. These are the gold plated finger end pieces from a couple of these connectors. 3 of them were definitely gold plated. This one I'm not entirely sure about, but the wiring on it and everything, I think they're gold pins in there. So I'd rather process it as gold and it be wrong than process it as copper and it be right, or be wrong, whatever. And then all of these guys with all of the gold foils on these guys. Again, I don't know if this is gold in between here. I'm going to treat it as if it is, which means I'm going to have to most likely incinerate this. I may trim the ends off before I incinerate them, but you know, that's what I got to do for these. And then some of them have the aluminum strip on here, so I've got to figure out how I'm going to get those off. You know, it peels off fairly easily from one side, but once it hits this little gray thing on here, that's when it kind of falls apart on me. So I will have to see what I can do on that. It's not cooperating very well, but definitely the ends on this are gold plated, so I'll figure all that out. Got a few pieces in here, and probably about 2 dozen of these. I gotta go through and separate all that and figure out what's what in it. Some of it's just the end pieces off of ribbon cables, and some of it's the little attachment foils from LCD and plasma TVs. So we went through all these boards again. Input output board, got a nice chip there, nice chip here, more chips on both sides of that one, along with gold connectors, a little bit of copper, a little bit of silver, aluminum, copper. Separate these this way. These guys don't really have anything on them. Potentially some gold in here, so yeah, it definitely looks like it's gold plated on those. That's about it on those two. Yeah, we'll toss it over here. These guys definitely have gold plating on these, as well as these guys will all have gold fingers in them, or gold pins in them. And then all of these chips here need to come off as well. This board, we got aluminum, the MOSFETs, and a little bit of gold in these fingers here, and a little bit of gold in these fingers over here. So we'll do that over there. Similar, gold, aluminum, MOSFETs, a little bit more gold here. Gold fingers here, nothing else to speak of. Silver tactile switches. Another gold corner BGA, more gold fingers here. A couple more chips on the back. This one just has the IR sensor for the front of the TV, I believe is what that is. And then this strip, again, we got the gold connectors all along here, gold connector here, some small chips, and what I believe are film capacitors there, and a lot of them. We got 2 inputs and 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 outputs. So all in all, a good TV. This was a Hitachi plasma TV. Definitely was a good one. So that'll be it for this one. Have a good one, guys.